Now we should all go. Want to come, Lisa?
100%.
No one will enjoy it but me.
Two fingers in the air.
You know what I love also about Avril Lavigne?
Punk rock.
She just has rocked the same style
Over
for
and
the last
over.
20 years.
Yeah.
Vomit!
She started coming up. Everyone started wearing eyeliner like that.
Oh, the grunge look was
Right.
yeah.
That was like
she
the cool
made
thing to do.
grunge look being the cool thing to do all the time because it wasn't like here's an event.
Vomit!
Who I am, and I'm gonna stick by my guns, and this is like I'm just gonna do it. And she's done it, and look at her.
Greetings and welcome to Creepy Ghoul Vision. Thank you for tuning in once again. And now, I give to you the mighty Creepy Ghoul.
Greetings. As he said earlier, welcome once again to Creepy Ghoul Vision. I am Creepy Ghoul, your host. Thank you for tuning in. In the sounds, we've got the old school sounds of DHI, Death and Horror Incorporated, from right here in TO. Coming at you on Creepy Ghoul Vision, and only on Creepy Ghoul Vision. Saturday afternoon video. Wow, that's rare, man. I'm saving my coin for next weekend, man. We got Horrorama happening in the city next weekend. So yeah, so I'll be there most of the day on Saturday. I'll do my usual walk around video and haul video after. Hopefully I'll find some cool shit. Anyways, guys, I got some really cool stuff for you guys today, showcase. It's a mishmash of punk rock, horror stuff, goth stuff, industrial stuff, EBM, and some trinkets and collectibles and publications and stuff like that. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. I've had stuff sitting here for over a month now. It's been well over a month since my last video. It's just, I haven't had much time, man. But here it is right here, Saturday afternoon. Let's get to it. Where do I begin? Let's begin with some CDs. Crowley. The Crowley Black Magic CD. Put out on Cleopatra Records. No surprise there, really. The beauty of this CD, it's got like the original remastered version of the Crowley speeches and chants. Actually, right there at the end. But the first half of the CD contains some goth, industrial EBM bands, all of which I've never even really heard of, doing their thing. But in each song, there's the Crowley chants. Really old school stuff, man. I heard this online, and I'm like, I gotta get this. Like, seriously. This is the long sold out CD and also LP of this. There you go, right there. I got this, I believe, courtesy of Juno Records out of the UK. And if you haven't already checked out Juno Records, man, I suggest that you do. Now, there is a fucking website, man. They've got their shit together beyond belief. There it is right there. Check it. All right. So, there it is right there. I was trying to get my hands on this LP with this Night of the Living Dead artwork. It was very hard to get sold out. However, they reissued it with new artwork. Anyways, this is the Danzig bootleg, Life Without a Net, Demo 87, so before the first album was even released. And the versions on here sound live. They're very rough, very listenable, and just really great stuff, man. the versions on this are something to listen to if you're an old school Danzig fan like myself. But yeah, check it out. I got the Digi CD. This one's somewhat hard to get as well. Just came out a little while ago. I think this is the first ever official release, other than when it was released back in the 80s, of Frontline Assemblies Nerve War demo cassette tape right here, fully remastered on double CD. They really put a lot of work into this. All tracks recorded in 1986, definitely. Yeah, I'm a huge Frontline Assembly fan. I was really happy to see them in Toronto many years back. Yeah, I own probably their entire discography from the 80s into the early mid-90s type of thing. But yeah, check it out. Nerve War, the demo tape right here. That's where it all began. This was a freebie thrown in. I can't remember from what label I ordered from, but I couldn't find much of these guys, or anything actually, online. The band is called New Deadly Sin, altogether, New Deadly Sin. And the album's called Slow Death. Man, I listened to this. This is some really great punk hardcore right here. Check these guys out if you can find something by them, or if you can find the CD online. This is really, really hard to get. I don't know if they, it looks like they self-released it. 2000, this is all the way back in 2002, released in 2004, Columbus, Ohio. Don't know much about this band at all, but check them out. If you like old school punk hardcore, I can recommend this. This is pretty fucking decent. Sounds like old New York hardcore, and they even do a Discharge cover, Drunk with Power. You gotta hear their version of Drunk with Power, man. It's like nothing you've ever heard before. But yeah, not a bad CD. I'll keep it in my collection. Here we got some cassettes. This one I got off, I found on a whim off Juno Records. The project is called Violet Poison, and the release is called Vortex. Okay? Now this is some really amazing, old school sounding EBM. Put out independently on cassette. Really great stuff. If you like what you're hearing in the background, early DHI, then yeah, definitely check this out right here. Juno Records out of the UK, man. I'm finding all sorts of weird shit on that site. Like this, like independently put out cassettes. And just like, yeah, other shit. But yeah, really great stuff. You like old school 80s goth industrial EBM, you need to check this out. I can highly recommend. Very noisy, atmospheric, and really great beats right there. I believe this is a demo. Yeah. Violet Poison Vortex cassette. Check this out, guys. Again, Juno Records a little while ago had this, sent me this amazing 10% off sale email, and I'm like, okay, their prices are already pretty good, their selection's phenomenal. Give me a 10%, man. I'll do an order, no problem. I had to grab this one. I got this LP when it first came out. A really good friend of mine got it for me. Now, here is the cassette version with, I don't know, it's not an Obi strip, but it's quite interesting. But I like this. Look at this. A black shell cassette of the Bauhaus Bella Sessions official release. There it is right there. The insert, again, check this out. And Bauhaus was supposed to play in Toronto. They ended up canceling their entire North American tour because of this guy right here, Mr. Peter Murphy, checked himself into rehab for whatever. But yeah, the Bella Sessions, definitely. Bela Lugosi's dead, man. Okay, my cassette's falling apart here. And I thought that was quite unique as well. A little Obi strip type of thing. cool presentation. That's a really nice cassette, no doubt. All right, moving right along, guys. Check this out. My local Dollarama. A little while back, I found the black version to this old school Batmobile. It was like $1 and change. For collection purposes, I did find the blue version. Not sure how well you're going to see that, but it's the blue version of the old school Batmobile. Had to get it, hence the Batcave. But yeah, again, for collection purposes. Plus, you gotta love the Batmobile. There's a dinky car, mini dinky car Batmobile. There you go. Blue. Alright. So I got some pins I want to show you guys. A couple of these I believe I already have, but this one in particular. I ended up getting another one of these because I got another leather jacket and a jean jacket or an army jacket that I'm kind of sort of thinking about working on. But here is the Legacy of Brutality. It's supposed to be Danzig, the image on the back of Legacy right there. Not sure how well you're going to see it, but you know what it is. I'm back when I was doing Night of the Ghouls back in the 90s. This is kind of sort of how I modeled myself from head to toe. When I had a lot of hair, to do a devil lock and a painted bone shirt and whatnot. But anyhow, yeah, really cool pin. I really do like that pin. And this one, I got the Danzig skull there. I believe I got this one at my local punk rock record shop called Emissions Record Shop here in Toronto. If you guys have not checked out Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop yet, I suggest you do yourself a favor and fucking make your way down there. It was a fellow YouTuber who hooked me on to Emissions. A really great shop, man. Really great shop. And here's another little thing I got last time I was there. The Sabotage Organized Barbarian metal pin. I scooped this one up. My buddy would have grabbed it if I didn't. Really nice pin. Where else are you going to find an SOB pin, man? There you go. I loved SOB. I spent like a lot of time back in the day collecting anything I could find by SOB. I'll tell you that. Alright, all Jap, no crap. So I had a garage sale a couple of months ago, and I usually do some trades with a friend of mine, or he throws some stuff my way. I got this in a trade. I didn't have this on Blu-ray. I don't have very many Blu-rays. I probably have like maybe just over 100, most of which are horror type of thing, but he had this one, and I traded him for it. It's got the Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, Resurrection, triple feature there. I figured why the fuck not, man. And Horrorama's going to give me a good opportunity to build up my Blu-ray collection as well. I didn't want to redo my entire DVD collection on Blu-ray, but when Blu-rays first came about, but you know, there are a few titles that you know, I am looking for. Anyhow, this is another one I got from a buddy of mine in the trade. Atomic Blonde. Heard mixed things about this one, but I kind of really don't care. Charlize Theron is freaking hot. Like, seriously? Chicks with guns? Yeah, say no more. Anyhow, there you go. And what you didn't tell me is it only contains the Blu-ray. There's no DVD, there's no digital card, whatever. Not that I would use it anyway, the digital, but I'm a completist when it comes down to things like this. I mean, I can appreciate a slipcase, you know? That's the kind of collector I am. He got me this one. It is the Hardcore Collection, the films of Richard Kern. I kind of sort of heard about Richard Kern in passing. Never really knew too much about him, but apparently he does all these weird, surreal, fetish type, independent, artsy type of films. I looked a few of them up, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely up my alley, that's for sure. Yeah. This DVD contains bonus footage, 60 minutes of films exclusive to DVD, Richard Kern Photo Gallery. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Richard Kern, but yeah. I can recommend. I've skimmed through some of these films already. If you can appreciate the art, the artsy, black and white type of stuff, then yeah, check it out. Lots of atmosphere too. Lots of nice ladies in lingerie, and I love that. Here's another one I got from a buddy of mine. Apparently, I've heard of this one, Message from Space. This is from the 70s, where fantasies are real and reality is fantastic. Help us, help us. This apparently, back in the day, in the late 70s, was Japan's answer to Star Wars. Yeah, this is a pretty sick fucking film. I can definitely recommend this one. It is weird beyond belief, as only the Japanese could have done it back in the 70s. I wouldn't even call it a Star Wars ripoff, but lots of Star Wars elements in this, original Star Wars elements in this. Check it out. Really campy, really schlocky. Love it. Low budget, B film. Actually, no, this is a Z film. Zero budget. Kind of like Creepy Ghoul Vision's videos. Zero budget. No fancy schmancy editing software or none of that. I mean, yeah, but anyhow. I got some publications here. So we just got the latest issue of Horror Hound magazine a few weeks back in the mail. I believe this is my second last issue in my subscription. Yeah, I love Horror Hound magazine, man. This is a Universal Monsters issue, and also 20 years of NECA and Real toys, which this is like amazing. And I gotta sneeze. Anyhow, Horror Hound magazine, probably in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, horror magazine on the newsstands today, in this day and age. No offense, but yeah. It's got a little NECA Real toy catalog in there of toys from the past. There we go. Really great issue, really great issue. And not sure how far this newspaper goes, but I'm assuming, I think actually, yeah, it does go all throughout Canada in, you know, the underground independent record shops type of thing. Absolute underground. I've been collecting this when I can find it for years. A friend of mine snagged me a couple of these newer issues and stuff. This is, I mean, it's hard to believe this is free, because, you know, I would pay like a couple bucks for this newspaper. It's an actual independent underground metal, punk, skateboard, anything and everything alternative, show listings, advertisements, even has crosswords in here. Again, if you're into like that type of stuff, metal, punk, skateboarding, all sorts of stuff in here, man. This is like bathroom reading to the max. Really great stuff. There we go. Absolute Underground. I believe it's out of Vancouver. Yeah. We get it here in Toronto at some of the record shops and stuff. So yeah, this is the latest issue, the Guar issue here. Got some Guar shit in there, and really great stuff. All right. All right, guys. Oh man, I got a nice big pile of records here. I got to show you guys. Like seriously, this is nuts. But first, I want to show you what's in this box right here. I placed an order from Angry Young and Poor. I haven't ordered from them in a very long time, but some of these items really caught my eye. Here we go, Angry Young and Poor. For all your punk rock needs. Well, kind of, sort of. Anyhow, there we go. I really wanted this. For me, this was bittersweet. This was bittersweet. I mean, I love the Super 7 reaction figures. This one here, man, when it came out, this was bittersweet. Because my initial reaction was a Discharge action figure. Really? But I had to have it. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way as well about this. Discharge of all bands. Cal Morris, right here. Discharge Super 7. And as a collector, I can also appreciate that it's not been punched. If you're that type of collector. You know what I'm talking about. There it is. The classic, legendary, famous studded jacket. Back of the jacket right there. There you go. The next Super 7, that was mainly the reason why I did that order from Angry, Young, and Poor, because of that figure, really, because it's like sold out everywhere else. And in the midst of that, I also scooped up from their site the Reagan Exorcist action figure. The hunt is on right now. I love the Exorcist, but I want the one with all the vomit all over her as well, the variant. But I'll take this for now, and that's been punched. Oh well. There we go. Never met Linda Blair. I heard she canceled at a few conventions in the distant past, but I would have liked to have met Linda Blair for sure. And of course, I had to get Lily Munster. Sexy, hot. Look at her. Oh, jeez. I don't really give a shit about that new Rob Zombie version of the Munsters. I never gave a shit about his version of Halloween. I don't like Rob Zombie. There we go. Lily Munster. Alright. Let me get this out of the way. Alright guys, let's get to some records. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I got a stack of records here I want to show you guys. So, I found these at good old Nuclear War Now. Some hardcore. We got the Antidote 7-incher. I did end up getting this one a while back on LP and cassette. So I scooped up the 7-incher. It was decently priced on the NWN site. Figured why not. There we go. And how many of you guys remember Monster X from the old days? Nailed to the X. I think that was originally a Bold song, wasn't it? Bold did that. Nailed to the X. Yeah. There it is right here. Classic. Monster X. This is the 1998 version on Gloom Records. I believe that's the original. Monster X. Love me some hardcore. Okay, I got a mishmash of records here, guys. Check this out. Morbid and Gothic. German EBM. Dark Ambient from 93. Fuck, I had never even heard of these guys, man. I scooped this one up on NWN from listening to it. And I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. Very extremely unsettling noise atmosphere project here. All the way from the early 90s. Shit. The project is called Religious Vision. The release is called The Vampire's Legend. Oh yeah. There we go, right there. Look them up. Very dark. And here it is right here. I had to get the LP. I may give my CD copy away to a friend of mine. This is the LP version to the CD I just showed you guys. This is a limited edition purple LP, 2 LP set. Original wax cylinder. Recordings remastered for the first time. Yeah, you ever wonder who owns the rights to anything Aleister Crowley? Or is it like public domain at this point? Like, who knows, eh? But Cleopatra has taken it upon themselves to, like, yeah, put this stuff out. Really great stuff. I can recommend this release Seriously, I can. I had to get it on CD and LP. Crude SS. Now these guys did a little bit of a comeback, and they've been touring the US and Europe. This here is the Killing for Nothing comp. It's a compilation of unreleased, unheard tracks from like comps and demos, I believe. You can't really go wrong, man. Anything that this band put out was kick-ass. Crude SS. Crust punk, 100%. Anarcho, crust punk. Right there. Crude SS. Whoa. And this, only 300 of these were pressed. I got 100 and, I got 100, I got number 113 out of 300. There we go. Crude SS. From Juno Records. Actually, let me go back. Sorry. From Emissions Record Shop. Crude SS. Emissions Record Shop here in Toronto. The Crowley, I believe I got at Hell's Headbangers, because Juno Records is sold out. Here's another one from Juno Records, the Frontline Assembly compilation called Total Terror No. 1. Now, this is a compilation from the 80s of unreleased, unheard Frontline Assembly. I have this on CD from the old days. This was really, really hard to get. So yeah, Total Terror, 80s Frontline Assembly coming at you. Frontline Assembly, Nerve War on LP. Had to get it on LP, had to get it on CD. How do you guys feel about owning, I've asked this question time and time again in the past, I mean, how do you guys feel about owning the same release on multiple formats? Record, tape, CD. I've got no issue with it, personally. Which is probably why I'm running out of room here. Fuck. There it is right there, the Nerve War, double LP. This is a heavy fucking record, man. Remastered from the original demo tape. Right there, this is where it all started right here. Put out on Cleopatra Records. Double splatter LP, limited edition. Isn't everything limited edition now? Fuck. Frontline Assembly, Total Terror, Volume 2. Another compilation of Frontline mixes from the 80s. Well, if you get Total Terror 1, you've got to get Total Terror 2, courtesy of Juno Records out of the UK. Check it out. From my local metal shop called Futhark Records. And I will put the link for all this stuff in the description box below. I always like to give plugs. In their very small punk rock section, punk hardcore section, I found this Blast record that I didn't have that, I wanted to add to my Blast collection. It's called Blood. And I really could give a flying fuck that this album was mixed by Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, Nirvana, whatever the fuck, I could care less. I'm not a fan of Dave Grohl. I can't stand the guy. I hate Nirvana. I can't stand the Foo Fighters. They make me want to fucking vomit. But anyhow, Blast. I didn't even like Dave Grohl's band from way back when called Scream. Anyways, Blast. Unearthed, unreleased, self-created Blast recording session, mixed by Dave Grohl, 2013. Blast. Man, if you like early Black Flag, like we're talking damaged era Black Flag, and you don't know who this band is, like seriously, this is like Black Flag damaged era on fucking speed or some shit. Very extremely apocalyptic, tension-building punk hardcore right here. Blast. Really great stuff, man. Picture Jerry's Kids meets Black Flag. Well, I've been meaning to pick this one up. It's the reissue of the Pick Your King EP by... Needs no introduction, really. Needs absolutely no introduction. I love the hype sticker on this one, though. Poison Idea's debut release from '83 includes sticker, lyrics, sheet, and more. Liner notes by Jerry A. Not only the greatest Poison Idea record, but the greatest punk album of all time. Hey, I will never ever argue with Poison Idea being the kings of punk. Never, ever, ever. There you go, right there. Add to my Poison Idea collection. Here's another one. I didn't have the LP to this one. I got the cassette back in the day. And this is a very extremely underrated and hard to get Poison Idea release. War All the Time. This is not really talked about when you think about Poison Idea, but this is actually one of my favorite Poison Idea albums right here. Really great stuff, man. Really great stuff. And all the Poison Ideas have now been, all or most of the Poison Ideas have now been reissued and re-released. So yeah, scooping this up because we couldn't get it back in the old days. Fuck. Here's a hard one, man. And I stumbled across this one. Oh, I'd like to give plugs too because these are courtesy of Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop here in Toronto. So I'm going to put the link for their store in the description box below. Here's another one I got at one of my other local record shops, which I'll give a shout out to right here. Rotate This. If you're ever in Toronto, you need to check out Rotate This. They've got punk rock, they've got metal, they've got black metal, they've got like everything and anything. A very alternative record shop. They've been in the city forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I scooped this one up there because I couldn't find it anywhere else, man. This is apparently a soundtrack that music from the motion picture Legacy of Dysfunction. I've never even heard of this. Featuring almost every member of Poison Idea. And I listened to this one online and I'm like, yeah, I gotta fucking have this album, man. All the old Poison Idea tracks on here. Some of the versions I've never even heard of, man. But yeah, if you're a Poison Idea fan, grab this album. Like every single track on here delivers. No question about it, right here. Yeah. This will probably be a hard one to come across too, I'm sure. 100% two fingers in the air, skate rock, punk rock. This is a massive part of Creepy Ghoul's youth. From Emissions Punk Rock Record Shop, we got The Faction, Steve Caballero's band. There it is right there, collection 82 to 85. There it is right there. And yeah, look at all those tracks, man. Look at all those skate rock tracks right there. Almost everything is on here, just about, almost. And the beauty of this one, I read up on this one, and these are all actual flyers from shows from back in the day that The Faction played. You know, as you can see, Suicidal, the Misfits, Sam Hain even, Sin 34, Husker Du, Big Boys, Exploited, Code of Honor. Yeah, The Faction. How you doing, all you stupid fucking skateboarders out there? Okay, so I got another version of Sam Hain's Final Descent. And what's so special about this one is, this has got the 86 Lodi new... Is it Lodi or Lodi? I've heard people say Lodi. I've always said Lodi. Lodi, New Jersey session at Real Platinum Studios, and the original 1983 tape overdub version of Archangel, never before released on LP. It doesn't say LP, but I say LP. There it is right there. So it's pretty much the unholy, not unholy pack, the Final Descent with the our version of Archangel. Which I think on one of my old YouTube videos, when I had my old like phone or something like that from way back when, we're talking years and years and years ago, I did a bass cover of Sam Hain's Archangel. I'm pretty sure it's still up there. It's looks shitty and it probably sounds shitty. But yeah, there it is right there. And this Connect is my playing copy as well. I don't mind at all because I have an earlier pressing of Final Descent on LP and cassette and CD. There it is, the Demo 87 with the alternate cover, the new cover right here with the band on it right there. Chuck Biscuits was in the band. There it is right there. At first, I thought this may have been like a live recordings when they said demo, but because I realize it's a major bootleg, but there's a live shot of the band there, but it says demo, so it kind of confused me. But I listened to it, and it does sound live, but it's not. It's the actual Danzig demo before the first album even came out. Yeah. Really rough recordings, really fun to listen to. Definitely. Had to scoop that one up. Where did I get this one? I don't remember where I got this one. I think Juno, oh yeah, Juno Records, says it right there. Yeah, Juno Records. Now, a friend of mine went to Montreal and brought me back this. I looked at the price sticker. It's $5. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't really $5. That's just a freaking, like, old sticker. He goes, no, it was $5. I'm like, really? Where the fuck are you gonna find a Danzig LP, let alone a Danzig bootleg LP, for $5? You're not. And the record itself is in fairly decent shape. Now this one I already have. It's a bootleg. It's their Live in Germany 1990. But you know what? Here, this'll be my playing copy then. There you go. Because I think the one I've got is in a bit better shape than this one. I don't know. But there you go. $5 Danzig. How you gonna go wrong? Here's something I wish was $5. Scooped up Black Araya on LP. I highly doubt this is even a legitimate reissue. It's very extremely well done. I've got to say, it's very convincing. But, and I love this, what Glenn said on it. First, this is not a rock record. It does not sound like anything I have done previously. Some people won't get it. That's okay. I'm used to that. But for those who will understand and appreciate the true power and majesty contained within, may take you to some place you have never been, but have always longed to be. Glenn Danzig, April 92. Funny stuff, eh? Black Araya. I have this on cassette, CD. Happy to have it on LP. No doubt, amazing atmospheric album by Glenn. I don't know if I have Black Araya 2. I can't remember. Fuck. Anyhow, that one I got... Where did I get that one? Black Araya. Shit, I honestly don't remember. I really don't. It was within the last month or so. Here it is right here. Again, Juno Records had this amazing 10% off sale, and I took advantage of it. I wouldn't have gotten this otherwise because of the price, okay? This is the Bad Brains Rock for Light album. Rock for Light is my favorite Bad Brains album of all time. It's got everything on there, and all the versions that I love. FVK, just at the movies. Love it. This is called the Punk Note edition, and it's put out on the Bad Brains label, which is Punk Note. This is it right here. The new home of all recordings owned by the band, Punk Note edition, and they've released the first 3 of Bad Brains albums on this Punk Note edition with alternate artwork. This one's pretty cool. It's got a picture of HR in midair, which is really cool. I love this album. It's great. And this is a very expensive album. Like, seriously, like, it's pretty pricey, and I wasn't going to get it. But, you know what? I took 10% off of it. You know, that was my justification. And here we go again. I believe this one was courtesy of Juno Records, I think. I can't remember. They've reissued a couple live Minor Threat shows from the 80s. This is the classic one at Irving Plaza, New York, May 82. There's the back of it right there. It's all the songs you want to hear on here, man. Fuck, I'll never forget the first time I got that Minor Threat cassette. The blue, I still have the blue cassette from the Record Peddler here in Toronto. Brought it home. This is when I was living with my parents upstairs in that small room. I put it in my cassette player. I heard Filler for the first... I was like, holy fuck, man. It was like the fastest thing I'd ever heard in my entire life. I wanted to play guitar like that. And I tried learning that song on guitar too. There we go. There's another live Minor Threat that just came out. It's not as good, but I'll probably end up getting it if I find it for a good price. It's got songs from the final show that they played. From, where did I get this? Juno Records, I believe, on the sale. Yeah, Chaos UK. Total Chaos, the singles collection. The early stuff, man. Love Chaos UK. I believe I have this one on CD even, but it's nice to have an LP copy of this collection right here of singles. Yeah. Love Chaos UK. 100%, 2 fingers in the air, punk rock, coming at you on Creepy Ghoul Vision. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got another video coming at you. It's going to be all extreme metal. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Give me a couple thumbs up, will ya? And stay weird. We got Horrorama next weekend. I'm hoping to do a really amazing walkthrough and show you guys what I score. And that's all coming at you next Saturday night, hopefully, time permitting. Stay weird. Thank you for watching.